And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action.
Winter.
If you're looking for a party this Saturday, and now Indiana's starting group. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. And for Cleveland, Garland runs point with Mitchell at the 2. Mobley and Allen, the combo out front. And it's the professor in at the 3. Well, Grant, this is the type of game that may look lopsided, but as we've seen, anything can happen.
Anything can definitely happen, B.A. And look, you have to understand that every guy in this league is talented. If you come in flat and those other guys are inspired, you can fall. But honestly, you shouldn't. It's all about handling your business.
Lee misses. And here comes Cleveland. Pass to Garland. Launches it. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Shoots over Mobley. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Garland with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Mobley outside. From deep, Mitchell. Offensive board.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Here's Nembhard following the score by Cleveland. That shot missing.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, he'll get the dunk or the foul.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
It's good.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Garland. Outside for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Releases. And it's Cleveland with another.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Lee. Mobley with the block. Outside Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Lee, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
One thing about the Pacers, Clark, year in, year out, they compete.
And you know, it doesn't matter who's on the roster. They can and will outwork most teams. Even the best teams can't afford a letdown against the Pacers.
And Grant, you watch Darius Garland. It often looks like he's a step ahead out there.
Well, he's got a great natural feel for the game, B.A. I mean, on the ball, he makes quick reads, and he'll create for himself and others. Off the ball, he always seems to be in the right spot and ready to fire.
That's good from Garland. Well, the last few years, defense has been the calling card for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with their big men. Not only do they have the length and size, they've got tremendous agility and are able to switch on to the perimeter as well.
And he recovers it. Back to Lee. Pass to Nembhard. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Cavaliers leading. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. and they're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Halliburton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
And when you watch Halliburton run point, he makes life easy for his team.
You know, he's like a Pied Piper. He's a guy that other people gravitate to and enjoy playing with. Always has his head up. He's excellent at reading angles and situations and using the right pass at the right time, and rarely seems to force shots. I mean, that's the quintessential playmaking point guard if ever there was one.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Clark, being that we're early in the season, what would you say to teams that have gotten off to rough starts?
Well, I think you've got to keep your eye on the big picture, Brian. I mean, the season has just started, and there's plenty of time to get things right. No reason to panic. You got to stay even-keeled here.
And that's good as he hits both shots. You know, Clark, what you marvel about with Halliburton, the accuracy from both the field and the line.
Well, there are very few guys that are part of the 50, 40, 90 club, and every year he's flirting with that. And when he doesn't have the shot that he wants, what I like is that he just simply makes the right basketball pass.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Garland against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lee. The 15-footer is good. Lee's got 6. Now Garland. 14 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. And here's Mobley. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Here's Lee. Into the lane. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Checked by Mitchell. Kicks it out to Siakam. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Outside Mitchell. The 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They trail by 6. Pass to Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Garland against Halliburton. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Siakam. Siakam missing again.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. And seems really frustrated.
And Garland with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Give him 8.
He gives the defense headaches. Even with the man all over him, Garland is still tough to stop.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Lee. Shot clock at 6. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully they learn from that game and are better going forward. The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
The Pacers again can't hit.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now here's Mobley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Here's Mitchell. 29 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game. A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
You You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings
for the Pacers. Lead.
What you love about the Cavs, on most nights, they take really good shots, Grant.
They do, B.A. I mean, I love the way they work the ball into the painted area, and even their guards are constantly penetrating, getting into the paint, creating for themselves and their teammates.
And so it's Indiana with it. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Halliburton, the pass to Lee. Fader on the way. Again, Indiana.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
To the middle. And Mitchell with the slam.
A guard with major hops. Now, you know Mitchell loves getting chances to finish off those alley-oops.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish. The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
The Pacers making a switch here. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Indiana, #1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Garland against Halliburton. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And Allen gets it to go.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's Halliburton. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Washington.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic. He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a three-point game. Yes, it's good.
Just excellent concentration there by Halliburton. Not allowing the bump by the defense to throw him off his mark.
Garland finds Hunter. Garland against Halliburton. Garland, the pass to Winters. For three. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Siakam gets the bucket.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Garland against Halliburton. From 13. Pass to Mitchell. Puts it up. And another basket for Cleveland.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Siakam left side. Knocked loose. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. For the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's Porter Jr. in for Garland. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 1. Nesmith's shot is off.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Nesmith. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. Shot's good by Mathurin.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his 3-ball.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Halliburton with a steal. And he's all alone.
First in opponent points per game. And they were one of the best shooting teams in the league. They wound up in the top 5 in field goal percentage. That's the kind of efficiency every coach wants to see.
Their defense was off the charts. They frustrated opponents, and no one could score on them. Free throw good from Mathurin. Well, Grant, the Pacers made no secret about their focus on improving defensively.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's how they'll take the next step. They rank near the bottom in a lot of defensive categories, and that has to change, and, of course, they know it.
Both free throws good from Mathurin.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Nesmith. Still no points. Toppin outside. Shoots over Mobley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
2 shots.
2.
At the line for the Pacers, Obi Toppin, 2 shots.
That's good from Toppin. Toppin hits them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Now here's Porter. No points yet. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mobley. And rejected. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line to shoot free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Mobley. And both free throws good for Mobley. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. The 3-ball. Cavaliers with a rebound. Here's Winters. From the arc. And the 3-pointer goes. Winters has got 7.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands. And just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got Benedict Mathurin. He's out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. From deep, Strus. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others. A great skill to have.
Here's Lee. 32 points for him last game against Washington.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
Now here's Ball. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night.
Ball really has what I call rush hour handles. He can go where he wants to with the ball, even against pressure. Really good at maneuvering through defense.
Here's McConnell. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Shot clock at 3. Lead. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Outside Hunter. The 3 from Mitchell. And it's Lee with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from 3-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
From downtown, Mitchell misses. Indiana leading. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's McConnell. No points so far. They recover it.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
Hunter can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Well, the perfect frame for a modern defensive big man. Jared Allen at 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan.
Yeah, and he's able to move laterally and contest vertically. Not a lot of flash to his game. More than effective, though, and he is a linchpin for them inside.
Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Hunter's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Indiana's a team on the rise. Coach Rick Carlisle said this is a new era of Pacers basketball, a direction of youth and of going all in on a group of guys that are young, talented, and extremely high character and tremendous upside. Brian, a lot to be excited about.
No question. Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Strus. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Lee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Mathurin. McConnell, right side. Here's Lee. Second shot opportunity. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Here's Mitchell. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And you can't fault the D right there. I mean, Mitchell is just so talented and capable of hitting difficult shots.
Here's McConnell. Oh, rejected by Allen. Here's Ball. And that misses. That would have put him up. Indiana has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And it's McConnell on the drive. It's blocked.
Ball's size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. And Clark, it's safe to say that there's more talent in the NBA today than ever before.
I don't think there's any question about that, B.A. There are more outstanding players across the country and around the world than at any time, I think, in the history of the game. In part because of the information age we live in, players from around the world can see examples of excellence from whatever part of the world they happen to be from. And that is huge in inspiring young players to dream and realize their dreams of being NBA players if they have the ability and the work ethic to do so.
Here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. 5th, Jarrett Allen.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's Lee. Give him 8 points now. He gets it in there. Lee's got 8 here in this quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Allen, tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, they kick off a road trip in Boston where they take on the Celtics. Mitchell up top. On the wing, Strus. Clock at 6. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
The first free throw is good. And Strus drops them both. The Pacers have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. McConnell outside. 10 feet away. It's deflected.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Shots blocked. Here's Lee. Great D that time from Allen. Cleveland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Mitchell finds Hunter. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Mathurin going to work, just powering it home.
And Ball will bring it up here for Cleveland. Launches a three. The Pacers pull it in. Lee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Lee. Makes good on the step-back jumper. And now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's Mitchell. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
Nice, confident stroke from Mitchell, setting an example for his guys.
McConnell, right side, knocked away. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Here's Strus. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's now just a 1-point Indiana lead. Here's Lee. He's got 12. Shoots over Allen. Lee misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Strus. 4-3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Strus has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's McConnell. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Cleveland has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Strus up top. He's got 10. The layup misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Nesmith, covered by Strus. The shot's good. Lee's got 19 points.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Cleveland calls timeout. He's checked in for Nesmith. Nembhard comes in for Mathurin. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Garland against Halliburton. Garland, the pass to Winters. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Winters has got 10 points in the game.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. High arcing shot.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Siakam looking it over. That's tipped. Pass to Lee. Baseline jumper. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Garland following the bucket by the Pacers. Pass to Winters. There's the three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Lee. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
From the line, Garland, no good.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
The Cavaliers leading. To the paint. Garland, no good.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Nembhard, coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Lee, the pass to Siakam. Outside for Halliburton. Offensive rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Well, Grant, there's one thing Mitchell will always be remembered for by Cavs fans.
Oh, so true, B.A. I mean, 71 points in a game in the 2022-23 season, setting a Cleveland franchise record. And for a franchise that has had so many great players, including the likes of LeBron James.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
You know, I've got two words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Both free throws good from Mitchell.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Pass to Lee from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Lee's got 13 points in this quarter. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Now here's Garland. Give him 8 points now. Siakam, the pass to Lee. Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Lee. 16 points for him. Misses the three. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Garland. Mitchell with the ball. And another miss by Cleveland. Haliburton, the pass to Lee. Jacks up a three. Fires in the triple. And now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They took control in the second quarter, ending the half up by 6. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Cavaliers?
They need to play with better energy on D. Some of these guys were going to sleep on time. Anyway, they've allowed over 50% shooting. Gave up way too many open looks. I'm sure they're here in the locker room. Maybe they'll come out angry.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Mobley and Allen, the combo out front. Garland runs point with Mitchell at the 2. And it's the professor in at the small forward position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Here's Lee. Knocks it loose. Over Mitchell. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Haliburton against Garland. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Haliburton. Here's Lee. That's good. And Haliburton gets the assist. Haliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Allen, and the layup falls. Allen's gotten his second bucket.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Donovan Mitchell is a man of the people. He said, quote, just being in the community, whether it's going to high school games or barbecues, you never know what that one moment will do for a child. I'm forever grateful that I'm able to do that and get that reaction, and I will continue to do that throughout my life. Guys?
Yeah, terrific stuff there, Allie. Thanks for that.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And he's going for the lob, and Mobley throws it down.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
So it's the Pacers now, following the score by Cleveland. Just 5 to shoot. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Outside Mitchell. Inside. Here's Allen. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's Jared Allen with the foul.
Team foul.
That's his first foul of the game. And the Pacers with possession here. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Back to Garland. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Nembhard. Pass to Lee. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here he goes. Lee on the wing. Siakam outside. Shoots over Allen. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Cavs trailing. Mobley passes to Garland. Pass to Winters. Garland feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the 15-footer. Garland's got 10.
And the combination of his speed, passing, and shot-making ability make Garland one of the toughest pick-and-roll covers in the league.
Here's Lee. He's got 25. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up in attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second-chance shots.
For your Cavaliers Youth Dance Team.
Hunters check. for Cleveland. Strus comes in for Mitchell. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. Second, the Pacers.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Now here's Garland. He's got 10. Down low, Winters. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. Throws it up high.
There is very little ego to Garland's game. He wants to get other guys looks and opportunities.
To the inside, Lee drops in the layup for two. Lee's got 35 in the game.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Garland against Halliburton. Back to Hunter. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 8 now.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Siakam. He's got 12.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
I think when his coach looks at Andrew Nembhard, he sees lots of potential there, Grant.
Oh, yes, he does, B.A. And for a second-round